Namaste, my name is Roja Maya Limbu from Jhapa. I born in Nepal, but I study in India with my mother. And I came back to Nepal to visit my father. And my auntie, she was just returned from Kuwait, and she encouraged me that you are very talented, you must have to go to see outside world and get some knowledge. And I was a teacher that time. It was year 2002, and I applied with the help of my auntie, and I get chance opportunity 2003 1st October. I traveled to Lebanon. I didn't have any idea that Lebanon, how is Lebanon, what kind of work I have to do. The first my agent told me that you have to work in one company. When I reached there, they put me in one house. Suddenly to look after one old lady, it was unexpected. I was very happy. It was 2006 September. I was planning to go, and in the same time my madam, she dislocated her hand. I cannot I don't have any choice what to do, because 3 years I stay. We are Nepali people, we have very good heart. Even I was a maid, she treat me better than other girls. I have a small room, heck like that, but even I work too much, but she treat me good. And I said, okay, my madam, she is suffering, how I can leave her? And okay, I will stay with you more 6 months. And she said, no, 6 months, you cannot extend 6 months, you have to extend 1 year. When 4 years finished, she said, she gave me like she allured me that she will give me little bit more money. And my salary was $125, my salary. It was very less. But at the beginning, when I see my contract, my salary was only 100. And I expected that my salary will be 200 something, But when I see 100, I said, madam, I cannot continue. The first time when I see my salary time, when I finished my provisional period, 3 months, and when I asked how much my salary, she said, your salary is 100. And I said, I did a lot of work from morning till midnight, and I only receive $100. It's unfair. I don't want to accept. She said, you have very good English, and you have you are a good girl, and you have language, so I will add to $25. I said, okay, madam. And $125 I received like that. Fortunately 2007 I got chance to go UNIFIL Lebanon. It's UNIFIL means army, Nepal army post, and they invited us for the Nepali New Year. I went there, and I see the first time Nepali people, and then she let me to go once a month. And I start looking outside the situation, and some runaway girls, some girls have problem like this, and I said, we must have to do something. We must have to do something. And but how we can do? There is no idea. And 2012, kafala organization, they invite us in one picnic. They said, your group and Sujana's group, you must have to go with us. After some time, they said, you guys are very strong ladies. You must have to do something for your country. My inner feelings that I want to do something for my country also, because so many Nepali girls in Lebanon that time, the suicide cases. But how it happened? We must have to know how this girl, she died, because I myself, I suffer. I stay inside 4.5 years inside, because I didn't get chance to go outside. When I involved in union, it was good. I said union can make some difference for our all the domestic workers. So I involved there, and they put me in the executive board member for Nepali community. 2016, one Nepali girl died, and all the ladies, they said, why you have union? What are you doing? Our Nepalis died, and what you want to do for her case, because she died in employer house, and they post one news on Facebook, online news, that this girl, she died negligence of her employer. They post like that. And so I said, without proof I cannot do anything. You must have to give me some idea how to go continue. And one of the Ethiopian girls, she helped me that to find her sister, to make communication with her sister. And I called to her sister, and sister, she gave me all the information. She gave me all information, and I posted on Facebook. I posted on Facebook, and later I posted on our page also, Domestic Worker Union page also. And the next day, our community leaders, they post that about us. And after some days, suddenly I received telephone call that you have paper in Lebanon Post, you have to come to take it. And I said, I don't have idea what kind of paper. Talk with my sir. My sir, he gave all the address and everything. And 3 men came, 3 men came without uniform. They said, you must have to go with us, Amnal Am, General Secretary. And I said, for what? You have your paper in Amnal Am. And when they put me down, they put handcuff, and they said, welcome to Amnal Am. They took me to the nearest police station, and one police, he said, you make a big crime. And I said, what kind of crime, sir? When I asked, I am coming here to take my paper. I said, forget your paper. You are helping Nepali girls to run away, and you take $3,000, something like that. And I said, who said? And he said, George Abu Zaid, he said like that. He is a Lebanese man, And your Nepali community, Nepali people also, they say like that. Me, I have no idea that what's going on. And later they said, you have to go now, big Amnal Am, big post. And they took my report, and with me, they took me in the car, and they took me this Amnal Am. Inside Amnal Am, it was a horrible. When I entered, they put me black marks like a terrorist, And among with me like 12 Syrian guys, and they said, turn back. We turn back. We don't have chance to see the roadside, the wayside. And they start investigation. They start investigation that, do you know so-and-so person, like George Abu Zaid, and heck, this kind of thing. Around 11 o'clock at night, they finish everything, and they took me down to the cell, They said, you are going to the jail. And I said, I already finished my investigation. Now for what you want to take me to jail? And now you have to go to stay inside the jail with Susanna Rana. Your friend is already in the jail. Your friend is waiting inside for you. And room number 17, when they opened the gate, I see Susanna was making hair for some Filipino girls. And I was very, very... I cried also there in the investigation time, because I didn't do any wrong, and they said, you did this. Sir, I didn't do. I cried there. I cried, but they said, stop crying. You make a big mistake. You guys are criminals here in Lebanon. I stayed 55 days in prison, and inside the prison I was treated like a criminal. Because policemen, they won't let me to talk with anybody, and visitors not allowed for me. And inside the food was worse, you cannot imagine. I asked to the Mr. Castro and other people. They said they didn't let General Secretary didn't let them to get inside. What was my big crime, What was my big crime? That they did harsh, for me, and they did so strict. I was suffering a lot, and I want to say the future generation union ladies, please give them protection before, not to suffer like me, because I raised my voice and I suffered. But in future, if somebody raise their voice, give them protection also. I want to make our unions strong. Even we were baby, in my imagination, we will register our union. I was hoping I will put my energy and put my brain, everything to give recognition for our union.